When I made my Make Miter Joints Make Sense video, I needed a band clamp to glue up the miters. I've got plenty of ratchet straps at home, but I assumed I needed a specialty clamp, one of these ratcheting band types. So I picked this one up from Harbor Freight for about $5, but the truth is, I already had everything I needed to make my own. So today, you and I are going to build a simple ratcheting band clamp from a strap you probably already have in your shop. Let's get started. The materials for this that you'll need are just one single ratchet strap, and the tools, you'll need a pair of scissors, which just is to cut the strap. And because we're using nylon, we always have to use a lighter to melt the ends. The first thing that I'll do is I'm going to cut off the nylon strap. Just like that. I've just got the ratcheting part right here. Second thing is we're going to cut off the other end of this. Like that. I need to melt the end so that it doesn't unravel later on. And that's looking good. To add this to the end, I thought of all kinds of things like melting both parts together and then doing something like this where I clamp it so I have that loop. But it's really simple, and I really felt dumb later on for not thinking about it. But what we're going to do is we're going to slide this around it. Very simple. And at this point, it really just is a knot trick. So I'm going to take this around like this, and I'm going to take it through once, like that. That might be good, but I'm going to give myself another knot. So I'll open this up a little bit more, and then this goes around through the top, like that. And that's it. As long as you can pull it and it's not moving, then you're good. I can't pull that anymore, so I think I'm good with this. Now, the reason that this works so well is that nylon, when you do this, it creates some kind of friction that makes it really difficult for it to separate. I know this because when I've made knots before, I've not been able to get them apart, so I know that this will work. But really, all you have to do now is take the other end. It slides through like this. And you've got exactly the same thing that this guy is right here. But wait a second, what about these little plastic pieces that come with the store-bought version? Personally, I don't like them. They have these little glue traps that tend to grab your corners and wedge them inside. That said, the idea of having a corner piece is really useful. It pulls the strap away from your project and keeps the ratchet from scratching your stock and helps prevent the corners from getting rounded over with the pressure. But we can make what I think is a much better version with just a 2x2. Notch a corner out with a table saw and cut it to the length of your project. This spreads the pressure across the whole miter and gives you much better results. To keep the glue from sticking to your clamp, just throw some clear packing tape inside the notch. It works pretty good. Now, I did pay $5 for this Harbor Freight clamp, so if you've got one nearby, it's a solid purchase. Just throw away the plastic pieces for the custom wood ones. But if you're in a pinch and you've got a spare strap lying around, this is a quick hack that gets you right back to your work. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know how you glue up your miters down in the comments. Huge thanks to my patrons for supporting both channels, and remember to keep making things.